Touchdown, Chargers! Welcome to Chargers Daily. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm Bob Bobby. You're back. Welcome back, Bolt fam. Do me the favor you always do every single day. Hit that subscribe button. Must have got a like button. And let's freaking go with today's news. And I got it going today because today's news is more intense than a bartender triple stacking espresso martinis for a brunch crowd that hasn't even slept yet, poured over a volcano of spicy nachos that's still bubbling like it has unresolved issues with your digestive system, served next to a tower of wings so hot that the menu doesn't say sign a waiver, it says write a will, with a mixologist in the corner stirring a mystery punch that seems to glow under blacklight, and it answers to the name Bad Decisions. Yes, sir. Let's go. Okay, let me dive into our first segment before that freaking intro gets carted by the FCC. Listen, D'Angelo Pons, perfect fit this side of the ponds, okay? Is he a perfect fit? Apparently ESPN thinks so. They called D'Angelo Pons the perfect fit for the Chargers at corner. And honestly, that's not hype. That's film and numbers doing shots together. Pons is 5'9". He's a 180-pound corner from Indiana with track speed and a vertical that basically needs FAA clearance. He jumped 43.5 inches and ran a 4.35 40 at testing. Last season at Indiana, he put up 61 tackles, 11 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns allowed in coverage all freaking year. It's like being a bouncer at a nightclub in College Town and not letting a single fake ID through the door all freaking season. Over his college career across James Madison and Indiana, he had 6 interceptions, 4 non-offensive touchdowns, 2 blocked punt return scores. I mean, the guy's like a corner who moonlights as a special teams arsonist. Every time he touches the ball, the scoreboard starts sweating. He's sticky in man, nasty in run support, and he lives in that zone match world that the Chargers want under Chris O'Leary, okay? He's got short area burst, mirror match, click and close. He plays like he's had 3 Irish coffees and somebody told him that the ball insulted his family. He's a little bit undersized. He can get bullied by bigger receivers. So he has to win with technique and timing, not just raw length, because he doesn't have it. It's like showing up to a bar trivia night with no height, but elite Wi-Fi. You're not intimidating anybody, but you're still taking their freaking money. If the Chargers grab Pons in round 2, you're talking about a guy who fits the scheme, erases intermediate routes, and plays the ball like he's got knowledge, just like Mona Lisa and My Cousin Vinny had automotive knowledge, okay? It's to the nines. And in a division with receivers flying around like they're late to last call, having a corner who turns passing lanes into a dry county, it's freaking premium, okay? Absolutely premium. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he winds up on the Bolts. Speaking of premium, okay? Step inside the secret hardball sauce. Give me 1 order secret hardball sauce, okay? Magic Jim. Listen, let's talk about Magic Jim, okay? Jim Harbaugh's secret weapon. What is it? And no, it's not a new playbook, a mystery formation, or a bottle of bourbon hidden in his freaking headset. Although that would be cool, okay? According to Sports Illustrated, Harbaugh revealed at the NFL owners meeting that his real secret weapon for identifying elite young coaches is who? His elite young son, Jay Harbaugh. Yes, the Chargers coaching pipeline is basically powered by family talent scouting. And honestly, it's freaking working, okay? Jay Harbaugh, now the special teams coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, has been quietly serving as Jim's personal coaching sommelier for years. He's the guy swirling the glass, sniffing the aroma, and saying, yes, Father, this one has notes of leadership, a finish of discipline, and pairs beautifully with a 4-2-5 defense, okay? Jay's been coaching since 2008, starting as a student assistant at Oregon State under former coach
under former Chargers head coach Mike Riley. Then he jumped to the Ravens under Uncle John Harbaugh, then to Michigan with Jim, then became special teams coordinator in 2019. This man has more football lineage than a family tree drawn on a whiteboard. And here's the wild part. Jay is the one who helped Jim identify Mike McDaniel and Jesse Minter, two defensive coordinators who turned Michigan into a defensive buzzsaw. McDonald was hired by John Harbaugh to the Ravens. Minter was hired just recently as the Ravens head coach, as everybody knows. And now the Chargers used the same pipeline to land Chris O'Leary, who has ties to Minter going back to Georgia State. It's like having a bartender who keeps recommending drinks you've never heard of, and every single one turns out to be the best thing you've ever freaking tasted. You stop questioning the menu and you just say, Jay, surprise me. Let's freaking go. Harbaugh basically admitted he trusts Jay's eye for coaching talent more than most people trust Google Maps. Jay's been out there on the recruiting trail, running clinics, meeting young coaches, and spotting future stars like he's running a Michelin star scouting service. And honestly, it explains everything. Michigan didn't just stumble into back-to-back elite defensive coordinators. They had a built-in talent scout with a last name that opens more doors than a master key. Jim said the secret weapon was simple. Jay had been around these guys early, saw their work ethic, saw their football IQ, and told Jim, Dad, hire them. And Jim did, and it worked. And now the Chargers are benefiting from the same pipeline. It's like having a friend who always knows which bar has the best happy hour. After a while, you stop asking how he knows and you just follow him through the freaking door. So when people ask how Harbaugh keeps finding elite assistants, the answer isn't analytics or luck or a binder full of resumes. It's Jay freaking Harbaugh, the NFL's unofficial coaching sommelier, swirling, sniffing, and selecting the next great mind before anyone else even knows the bottle exists. And if this pipeline keeps flowing, the Chargers might end up with a coaching staff so stacked that it looks like a Temptation Island cast reveal. Every new arrival somehow hotter, messier, and more dramatic than the last. That'll make them first in the AFC West for a freaking decade, okay? And I can't wait for that. Now let's go from first to where? To last, okay? And cover my favorite weekly segment, Raider haters! We hate the Raiders. Oh, yes, we do. We hate the Raiders. This much is true. Yeah, we're no Chiefs fans. That's true. Oh, Raiders, we hate you. We're Raider haters. Okay, listen. What are they doing over there? I mean, seriously. The silver and black sitcom, okay? Like the Raiders looked at their situation and said, you know what we need? 38-year-old Kirk Cousins and a rookie quarterback at the same time. That'll fix it. Cousins is at the Raiders. He got $20 million fully guaranteed for 2026. The Raiders pay $1.3 million base. Falcons still on the hook for a big chunk of that. And a club option for 2 more years at $80 million that basically screams, we're never picking this up, but it looks cool on paper. It's like buying a bottle service package at the club that technically includes a yacht on the condition that you never actually asked to see the yacht, okay? And while they're doing that, they're widely expected to draft Fernando Mendoza #1 overall, Heisman winner from Indiana, so they can have a rookie and a veteran staring at each other like two people who both thought they were the designated driver. Meanwhile, the Raiders' overall plan feels like pay Cousins, draft Mendoza, pray the defense magically fixes itself, pray the stadium atmosphere distracts everybody. It's like opening a bar and spending all your money on neon signs and forgetting to buy chairs, okay? The wild part, even bringing in Tom Brady as a minority owner, which I actually thought would help, still hasn't fixed the decision-making vibe. It's like the franchise got a brain upgrade, but only installed the trial version. You look at the Chargers building a modern offense, the Chiefs being the Chiefs, and then the Raiders are out here running a quarterback room like a reality TV show. It's like watching 3 bartenders. One's a pro, one's a mad scientist, and one's just pouring everything into one glass and calling it the house special. If you're a Chargers fan, you love this. I love this. because twice a year you get to watch your defense blitz a 38-year-old bridge quarterback while a number one pick holds a clipboard and wonders, is this what they meant in the brochure by a developmental environment? This is absolutely hilarious, and I cannot wait to see what happens. I'm going to pour some kerosene on this dumpster fire every single time I can. And all right, enough about the world's most expensive quarterback timeshare. Let's talk about a wide receiver who actually looks like he belongs in a high-octane offense. Denzel Boston. The Denzel from Washington, okay? Denzel Boston, Washington Huskies wide receiver, is built like he was custom ordered for Sundays. He's 6'4", he's 210 pounds, he's long, he's smooth, and he's a problem at the catch point. 2025 season at Washington, 62 receptions, 881 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4.2 yards per catch. It's like a dive bar that quietly sells the strongest drink in town. No gimmicks, just results. 2024 for him wasn't exactly quiet either. 63 catches, 834 yards, 9 touchdowns. His career totals, 132 receptions, 1,781 yards, 20 receiving touchdowns. It's like someone who shows up on day one of Bachelor in Paradise and already has 3 people trying to give him a rose. You don't know how they did it, but the beach is already buzzing, okay? This guy, he's got big catch radius, strong hands, red zone weapon ability, and he can win downfield and on in-breakers. Enough speed to threaten vertically, enough size to bully smaller corners, okay? It's like a drink that hits you twice. First when you taste it, and again when you try to stand up. The one thing is, look, he's not a pure burner. He needs to keep sharpening his route tree. And he can rely on size instead of separation at times, but those things need to be worked on. But if you drop Boston into an offense with Herbert and McDaniel, big body on crossers and digs, red zone fade and back shoulder machine, play action shot threat when safeties start cheating up on the run, I mean, this guy can do it all. This is like bringing Dwight Manfredi into a small-time crew. Suddenly the whole operation levels up, the room gets quieter, and everyone realizes they're dealing with a different class of leadership. If the Chargers ever pair a guy like Boston with the current arsenal, defensive coordinators are going to be staring at the call sheet like it's written in freaking hieroglyphics. Let's see if he winds up in lightning yellow. I'm freaking all for it. And that's today's Chargers Daily. News more intense than a bartender yelling last call while you're still on your first drink and trying to read the menu. We'll be back next time with more schemes, more stats, and more jokes that go down smoother than anything labeled House Mystery Punch. Until then, tip your servers, trust your corners, and remember, if the playbook looks like a drink menu and the defense looks confused, you're probably doing something freaking right. Good night.